Sportsman's Adventures is presented by Yamaha.
Hey, welcome to Sportsman's Adventures, and as you can tell, I got a special guest with me, Dr. Guy Harvey. Now, Guy, where are we? You said, just follow me, and here we are.
Ricky, we're at the entrance of Pinas Bay, the home of the world-famous Tropic Star Lodge. Welcome.
Well, thank you so much. You know, we've been talking about doing this for years. Finally, we're here. What do you think we're going to catch?
I think, given the time frame, we're going to do a little bit of inshore and a little bit of offshore and try and get a mixed bag.
So potentially we might be able to catch a rooster, maybe what else?
Yeah, along the coast we're going to get rooster fish, jacks, Sierra mackerels, maybe a couple of amberjacks, snappers, stuff like that.
And then offshore, how's that fishing
Well,
now?
it speaks for itself. I mean, famous for the black marlin, of course. This time of year you can expect blues as well, but often a lot of sailfish as well.
Any tunas around, Guy?
Some, you find them in the schools of spotted dolphins, and some big dorados as well.
As you know, we like sushi here on Sportsman's Adventure. So if you want to see what Guy and I are going to catch, you got to stay tuned. Go, baby! That's what I'm talking about! Only a mama could love that mouth. Snappers. That's what Florida is famous for.
Part of the adventure on this trip is just getting to Tropic Star Lodge. After arriving in Panama City, it's a short 150-mile hop to the southwest, so a small plane ride gets us to a strip near the lodge. The local Indian villagers, who are mostly employed by the lodge, come to greet us, but we're not there yet. Next is a panga ride around a peninsula to the safe and quiet harbor of Pinas Bay. One of the first things a visitor to Tropic Star notices is the fleet of 1960s-era 31-foot Bertram fishing boats. Some may think that an upgrade is in order, but with over 300 IGFA records, the owners of the lodge believe they're just fine. After getting settled in, it's finally time to get some fishing done.
You know, I'm so excited that you brought Bart, your friend from Cayman, because
He's the lucky guy.
he drew the short straw. No matter what we hook, he gets to reel it.
There you go.
I'm hoping my arm will be really tired tonight.
It will be.
But something catches Dr. Harvey's eye: humpback whales.
I tell you something, every summer I come here and fish, I see the humpbacks, and I learned that they're the Southern Hemisphere group. So they're up here in our summertime, which is their wintertime, and they're doing their carving thing, looking after the young, finding new mates. But they're all up and down the coast here, and you'll see them splashing and playing and trying to get new mates and all that. Where else in the world can you go and do that? Wow, that's a great fish. Woo! Nice. Here he comes. All right. All right.
What is that, Bart?
Is that the bluefin tuna?
Doing a great job. Don't forget to keep your back straight. Perfect. Woo! You made him mad there, bub. Doing good. Doing good, Bart. So, Bart, is this your first time to Panama?
No, second time.
Second time?
Got a black and a blue the first time. It was pretty good,
right?
How's your drag, all right?
Yeah, man.
Feels good?
Doing great.
There it goes. No, it's a fish.
Big
It's a
silverfish.
grouper. Meadow.
What is it?
A meadow? All right, big grouper. Rooster, oh my God. It's gonna be a monster.
Easy. Easy right here. Don't reel it fast. Easy.
Man.
Okay.
Easy. Easy.
Oh.
Back up just a little.
Yeah.
Good, good. Don't reel, don't reel, don't reel.
Oh my God, what a monster!
Oh, look at that rooster fish right there.
Oh my God!
Oh, my That's beautiful. You know, Guy, you told me there were monster fish in Panama.
nice fish.
That is a monster right there.
That is an awesome fish.
Wow.
Beautifully hooked.
Holy cow.
We're gonna
Get in
hold
here,
him up
Bart.
for a picture. Get in there,
Get it,
Bart.
Bart.
No, don't hold him by that. Right now, get in there. Rapido, rapido, rapido.
Turn around that way.
Okay.
Wow. That's the rooster of all roosters. I'd say he's the head of the hen house there, Bart. Golly.
Sportsman's Adventures is brought to you by Yamaha. Reliability starts here. Rapala. Catch the latest at Rapala.com. Costa Sunglasses. See what's out there. Okuma. There's no stopping Okuma. VMC, your expert in hooks. Williamson Lures. For the pelagic playground. Ameritrail. Building trailers for over 30 years. And StarTron. Cures and prevents ethanol fuel problems.
At Yamaha, reliability is a family tradition. Meet the next generation. 4 new advanced technology-inspired inline 4-cylinder performers. Bred from the reliability and boater satisfaction that is part of Yamaha's DNA. They prove that when power gets lighter, faster, stronger, and smarter, boating gets even better. And more satisfying for boaters like you.
Remember the glory days of gasoline? It's just not made the same anymore.
Kick your gas into gear with StarTron. Pump up the performance in all of your engines. Cure the problems of ethanol with the power of enzymes. And maximize your mileage every time you drive. Kickstart your engines with StarTron.
We've made our name helping anglers unlock the water's hidden secrets. Hit the switch. It's time to reveal even more. AutoChart Live gives you the power to build your own high-definition maps anywhere in the world in real time. Because when you know the unknown, you can do the unheard of. AutoChart Live. Only from Humminbird.
It's one of the most ancient forms of hide and seek known to man. And nobody knows how to play the fishing game better than the backcountry guides and offshore captains of the Florida Keys and Key West. Ready or not, here we come.
Thanks for watching Sportsman's Adventures. You can catch all the latest happenings, contests, and appearances by liking us on Facebook and following us on Twitter and Instagram. You never have to miss a show. And you can also find episodes of Sportsman's Adventures plus other techniques and tips on our YouTube channel. Also, if there's a product that we use during the show and you'd like to know more information on, you can find links to our sponsors by heading over to sportsmansadventures.com.
Tropic Star was started by a man from Texas, a pioneer, a visionary. He started this lodge, building this lodge in 1962. He opened the lodge as a fishing destination in 1963. Everything you see here at Tropic Star Lodge was brought in by either a float plane or a barge. The nearest road is 100 miles away. We are in the jungles, where Colombia is 25 miles to the south of us. It's all manpower. Tropic Star Lodge is open 10.5 months. We close in the month of October to do maintenance, to let the lodge breathe a little bit, and then we open Thanksgiving weekend. The beautiful thing and what I love about Tropic Star Lodge is the fishing. The fishing here year-round is fantastic. It's what keeps me in Panama. It's what keeps me working here. I get the chance to go out fishing, and the opportunity to catch a variety of species is right there. It's right in our backyard, right on the reef, right here. You can catch so many. So the best thing to do is check out the website and see what species you'd like to target, because we do get a variety of species year-round. Tropic Star is completely self-sufficient. We bring everything here by our supply boat. We have a 90-foot supply boat, or by plane. All the electricity here is run by generators. We have a paint shop, a machine shop, a fiberglass shop, a wood shop. Everything is built on site right here. And the cool thing is, if there's a problem with one of the Bertrams, we are capable of pulling that Bertram up out of the water, work on it, switch out the engine, do what needs to be done, and get that boat back in the water within 24 hours. And that's pretty incredible when you look at where we're at, in the Darien jungle, in Panama, 100 miles from the nearest road, 120 miles from the mouth of the Panama Canal. That's pretty awesome. Tropic Star Lodge can accommodate up to 40 people. The rooms here at the lodge are beautiful. Right now we're up at what we call the Palace, and the Palace is the owner's original house that he built in 1962. Other than the Palace, we have a block of rooms, rooms 6 through 13. That's right in front of the ocean. You can hear the waves. I can hear the waves right now from all the way up here. Around the pool, we have a cabin overlooking the pool with 2 rooms in it, and then there's a couple cabins scattered around the pool. We have some really cool macaws that live here. I don't know if you can hear them in the background, but they're out there trying to say, hey, come to Tropic Star Lodge and let's go fishing.
You the hot stick today, Bart.
I love your new gear, too.
The Akuma stuff's pretty good stuff. We got it loaded with 50 Superior Suffolks. And then, as you know, a lot of times trolling, you wash out your baits. So what we did is we brought some Williamson lures so that we could troll a little faster and have our baits in the water a lot longer. And the rubber ballyhoos is a team thing with the big, they call it the big game head. It seems like it doesn't really matter the color this morning. It seems like whether it's something dark or even bright, we're getting bites on everything, aren't we? Was this a shotgun?
This is a shotgun, right? Yes, sir. They like it back there. He is shaking his head, running around, having a good old time.
Doing a great job putting pressure on him.
There he comes.
Bend in that 50.
Don't wrap.
There's a wind-on leader, 25 feet away, Bart. Awesome. Here we go.
Got it?
Look, now you gotta like that. Guy Harvey gapping your tuna, dude.
Right.
Hey! That's right, we come to Panama, boy, to catch big fish. Good job, man. Good job, Bart.
Otro más.
Otro más.
How many more
Let's go.
can he catch before he says no mas?
Sportsman's Adventures is brought to you by Power Pole, swift, silent, secure. Contender Boats, performance through innovation. FWC, the Florida Fish and Wildlife Conservation Commission. Cletus Cubs, tie one on. Maverick Boat Group, makers of premium boat brands Maverick, Hughes, and Pathfinder. The American Fishing Tackle Company, precision tackle and performance clothing since 1958. The Florida Keys and Key West, come as you are. Suffolks, the world's most hardcore fishing line. And Humminbird, simply, clearly better.
You know there's more to it than luck. There's fishing the right bait, the water temperature, the wind, the season, and then there's the boat. We'll put it simply, the boat matters. To own a Contender is to own the best sport fishing boat on the market, period. Contender offers the most comprehensive model range with bigger, faster, and more fuel-efficient boats than the competition. There's only one choice for serious anglers. Contender Boats. Performance through innovation.
Shallow Wrap Shad's a jerkbait with a secret move. When you pause, the lure slowly rises. I tell you, man, it makes fish come unglued.
At Yamaha, reliability is a family tradition. Meet the next generation. 4 new advanced technology-inspired inline 4-cylinder performers. Bred from the reliability and boater satisfaction that is part of Yamaha's DNA. They prove that when power gets lighter, faster, stronger, and smarter, boating gets even better. And more satisfying for boaters like you.
As close as you're going to get to a sure thing for catching billfish is Casa Vieja Lodge.
They're here, man. This has been a 20-year run, buddy. These things haven't left. There's no cycle.
When it comes to sail fishing, this is the real deal.
The amount of sailfish here is ridiculous.
This week's Costa Cool Place and Moment has to be one of the 7 wonders of the world, the Panama Canal. Before we headed to Pinas Bay, we stopped at Miraflores Locks in Panama City. There you can see everything from container ships to tankers transitioning between the Atlantic and the Pacific Ocean during their 48-mile journey. Each year, about 15,000 ships use the canal and save over 7,800 miles instead of traveling around South America. In order to navigate through the canal, each ship must go through a series of 12 locks. Every lock moves 52 million gallons of water, and it does it in about 8 minutes. But because the locks are so vital to the passage, large ships must not use their own power. They are escorted by iron mules that pull the ships along until they are clear from the locks. Here at the Miraflores Locks, visitors come from around the world to watch the ships come and go. So when you come to visit Panama, make sure that you visit the Panama Canal. It's open 24 hours a day, 365 days a year. And that's why it's Costa's cool place and moment.
Jump in, show, baby! Yeah! All right.
He just couldn't handle it. He couldn't take it anymore. Watching all the guys mess up. I think I'll do it myself. I like it.
All right.
Wine, 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 wine.
Nice. Nice fish. Beauty. Beauty. Oh, beauty. Stand back, stand back, stand back. Nice one. Oh, that's a big fish. Nice shot. Great shot. up. Okay. Look at the color of this fish. My God, wow. That's right.
Then when they turn brown like that, guy,
That's
the
all right.
lactic acid built up in
No,
them?
no,
or what
no.
is it?
They're always dark already in the Pacific. That's just the bronzing. Sometimes on the water, they look black, Ricky. When I've been swimming with these guys,
yeah,
they look black until you get within 8 to 10 feet of them, and you see the green and the bronze flanks and the purple stripes. They look black when they come up on the teasers. Black, black, black. So this color on the water looks black, more than 10 feet away. It's amazing. Look at this color combination, the purple stripes, all the way up. Let me get down a little further.
How well you know these fish. I love how the eye rotates on all the billfish.
Look at that purple.
Yeah.
That purple in there. And after letting go, so you can see the color coming back? Look at that.
Yeah.
Silver and bronze. All right, it's time to let it go, okay?
Whenever you're ready.
All right, baby, bye.
He's eating, he's eating, he's eating.
Let him
One,
eat, let him eat, let him eat.
two,
All right, wine,
three,
just wine,
4.
wine, just wine.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, you got him?
Yep.
Nice. Oh yeah.
Nice fish.
Well done.
Well done, Mark.
Yeah, baby.
Sweet.
Good job, bud.
I can be taught.
You did a great job. Fantastic.
Come on up. Come on up. Come on up.
There you go.
There you go.
There you go. Oh, that's
Here,
great.
buddy.
That is
There
awesome.
you go.
Awesome. All right.
Hey, all right.
Oh my goodness,
Nice.
what color?
Wine, Bart.
Got it?
Not yet.
Careful, Ricky. Can you do it? Yeah, let me get this out of the way. Got it.
Oh, he's wrapped now.
Ricky's taking the hook out, which is always a good thing to do, if you can. Otherwise, you just cut him off close to the hook and let him go. Perfecto.
There you go.
Alrighty. Ahead a little bit. Right
Is
there.
it good?
Yeah. Perfect. Perfect.
So Guy, why is Panama, and specifically Tropic Star Lodge, one of your favorite places in the whole world to fish?
Ricky, the eastern tropical Pacific is so abundant in terms of fish life. Anywhere from Mexico south to Peru is very rich in plankton and all the primordial soup, so to speak, that are the building blocks for productivity. So wherever you find that combination, you're going to find lots of bait and lots of predators.
So out of all the fish that you've caught all over the world, what's your favorite fish?
I love the blue marlin. I love all the big marlins, but the blue marlin is my favorite because of their inherent aggression, their power, their grace, their color, their stamina. They have all the qualities, and everybody aspires, whether you're a bass fisherman, a trout fisherman, or a big game fisherman, to catching a blue marlin.
All right, the other thing that I've learned on this trip, because you and I have never fished together, this is our first time, is that you're a very accomplished offshore angler.
Well, not really. I just like to watch the baits a lot, because to me that is the most exciting part of any kind of fishing, is that you've won when you conquer that fish by getting him to raise to the bait, whether it's a trout to a fly, a redfish to a lure, or a sailfish to a strip bait. You've beaten the fish, and everything else thereafter doesn't really matter.
Well, that's the one thing that I noticed is more often than not, you saw the fish come through the spread before myself or before a mate or even our guest Bart. That really impressed me, and I want you to know that I've fished with a lot of great anglers, and I'm going to categorize you as one of the top in the offshore arena.
Well, thank you very much. It also comes from learning out here in Panama, where very often the light is not good. I mean, you talk to Tom and other people who are doing this bait and switch fly fishing, and they can't see the fish very well because of the constant cloud and the grayness, and so the reflections inhibit you seeing into the water. So it becomes just that much more challenging. But I love the variety of fish we have here in Panama. You know that this location has more world records than any other single location on the planet. The Florida Keys as an area has more collective records, but Tropic Star has more records for one individual resort than anywhere else. So that tells you about how good the fishing has been since the 1960s.
I'm very impressed with your ability as an offshore angler. You know, so many times we're judged in what we do, where I'm a TV celebrity and you are an artist or a marine scientist, and they don't realize that a lot of that comes from being in the field. And I got to tell you, you've really made this a great Sportsman's Adventures.
Glad to have been part of the show, and I just hope that you will come back again soon, maybe a different time of year, to sample different species as they come through here.
Well, we should probably go and book it right now.
I think we will.
All right,
let's go.
Let's go do it.
Keep up with the latest Sportsman's Adventures news and events by logging into our website at sportsmansadventures.com and following us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Coming up next week on Sportsman's Adventures with Captain Rick Murphy.
We're down here visiting my buddy Pablo Rodriguez in Marathon. It's slick, calm, we got tarpon everywhere and permit everywhere, and guess what? He's got one on. You gotta stay tuned to see which one it is.